nothing I can do will be enough. I cry, fighting for you, ravaged me. Don't lie, I'm hurt, you're not surprised.
My reflection feeling move faster like we ain't on the same type of time. We just talking like mobbing like we always been the red wine and pasta type. Honestly, your crew need me, changing my priorities. I'm taking off these new Yeezys. I ain't working 24/7, cause it's too easy. More like 17/5, I guess I'm the new Jeezy. Okay, you wanna fight, let's just get right to it. John hit me 2 hammers swinging, I get right through it. You know this life only built for gods. The Titans broke through them cages with me to switch the odds. I got every right to go crazy. Go crazy, go higher, go bracelet, go wires. I got every right to go crazy. Go crazy, go higher, go bracelet, go wires.
Yeah.
Tes suara satu. Testing. Thank you, Ray Jota. Agustinus Markin, thank you for the like. Dapat dengar suara. Respon. Boleh dengar suara. Testing. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2. Tes. Dengar. Alhamdulillah. Thank you Amir Muhammad Darwish. Thank you for the like. Boleh dengar suara jelas. Alhamdulillah. Mana gambar? Oh, gambar tak ada. Belum mandi ni, tak ada pakai baju ni. Aku testing je ni. Boleh ah. Agustinus, mana kamu ah? Lama dah kau menyepi ah. Thank you for the like-nya. Testing 1 2. Jangan tunjuk replay senpai, malu. Senpai dah hit kah? Senpai dah hit kah? Aku belum tengok lagi, baru jenguk ni. Lepas ni kita tengok replay. Aku pun belum hit lagi. Ada 3 jam lagi. Thank you, Winston. Testing, Winston. Testing. Harap sempatlah live malam ni. Hey, baby. Awak dah tidur? Awak dah mandi? Ha? Dah mandi ke? Boleh menang ke ni? Tak pastilah aku. Boleh menang ke tak lah. Dah lah 3 bintang je orang bedal ni. Lawan Chinese Batak ni. Power ni. Kalian dari Indon ni. Tengok dulu. Kita boleh menang tak? Susah ni macam susah lah guys. Tengok replay Senpai tu 3 bintang lah. Mantap lah. Tak jadi live final jadi Wilson, InsyaAllah boleh live final. Kalau tak mengantuk lah. Final malam ni 9.30 lah. Nanti invite aku. Atau Wilson bagi tag clan nanti. Bolehlah aku masuk. Aku tengah testing ni dulu. Malam ni ada final Town Hall 9 lah. Ada final untuk perlawanan Town Hall 9 GG Tour di antara No Chance Black akan menentang FTC Kings ya. Okey, final untuk Town Hall 9 pada jam 9.30 malam ni. Jadi aku tengah testing dulu live ni. Kalau okey, kita proceed untuk Town Hall 14. Bukan Town Hall 9 ke? Aku ingat Town Hall 9 tadi. Oh, Town Hall 14 rupanya. Oh, season 9. Aku ingat Town Hall 9. Season 9 GG Tour Town Hall 9. Season yang ke-9 Town Hall 14. Okay. Best of 3 ya. Ui, lama tu best of 3. Tapi aku tak guna English lah. Aku guna BM lah. Mantap lah senpai. Attack senpai. Aku testing je ni, testing. Nanti 9.30 aku buka balik. Tarik follower sana. Swag jam. Cakap Hindu. Apa alamak. Tak pandai aku cakap Hindu. Mantap lah senpai. Aduh ni. Thank you 3 bintang. Dah invite lah. Okay. Nanti aku pergilah. Apa aku nak buat ni tadi ya? Winston dah final lah malam ni. Korang layan ni dululah ha. Sangkut lah. Sangkut. Hop dulu. Okay, Ray. Boleh le. Kalau layan ni dululah, aku nak pergi mandi dulu sekejap. Aku nak testing ni. Okay ke tak?
And look at Kingpin. Look at this. He may just be able to barely take this one down. Brilliant job. And it is a 3-star. He stuck with it and was able to get it done.
Yeah, what a crazy comeback. I mean, at that point, I would have been already like screaming and everything, especially at my Warden. Like, that Warden did not follow at all. He could have protected his Royal Champ and the Queen together to keep them alive. But instead, the Warden's like, those minions, those look friendly. Let's go with them. So, yeah, sometimes the troops are not really doing what you are hoping for them to do. But otherwise, this charge was really, really nice to get that Queen a lot of value right into the core. And then with the Roy Champ raged up to take down the Town Hall.
Yeah, hey, you got it done. A 3-star is a 3-star at the end of the day. So a very nice job. And you still think to yourself of that 1-star that came in for RVNT as we're sitting at 13 stars. Because if it wasn't a 1-star, even if it was a 2, it would push it to a 14. If it was a triple, it would have been a perfect war. That's how close this would have been. And oh, that is unfortunate. But now, Try Hard is gonna come in and try to go 8 for 8 here in the Queso Cup from the qualifiers through this group stage. And he's coming in with that Queen Charge Lalo.
Yeah, the next Queen Charge Lalo. This strategy is just so powerful in the right hands. And we know those pros know how to play it. We now have to see where he tries to wall break. Maybe on the right, like on the bottom side of the Expo, I guess that might be a wall break location, which looks pretty solid. He has 2 wall breakers within his army, but no, okay, he's trying to take down the Town Hall with his King instead. So maybe the wall break at the Wizard Tower. We're going to be smart in just a second, but the Tesla right now are luring that Queen around the corner, which means he's trying to turn things invisible. The Queen's coming back.
Yes. Look at that invisibility spell. Lets that Queen now target onto the scatter, brings her into that compartment. Brilliant job. And that's not easy to do on the fly to be able to help do that. Sometimes you want to have that invisibility spell for your Queen, but it can double as a funneling tool, and he did it just like that as the King secured the Town Hall. So now this is opening up a charge into the core if he drops the wall breakers and grabbing an eagle, a multi, and all that value.
Yeah, but at the same time, the mortar got multiple shots at that Flame Flinger off, which means the Flame Flinger is not going to survive as long as he might hope for. At the same time, the single Inferno Tower might be a problem. Oh, no. The Tesla and Giant Bombs are denying that wall break.
Yeah.
That, and now the Flame Flinger is opening, so this means, well, the Dragon Rider and the Rocket Loons are not getting as much value as he was hoping for. Rage is in. And Queen should go into that channel, but there's a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Lalo's coming in from the top with the Warden now phrasing up that single as the Road Champion. That's going to help take this single target Inferno down. Lalo's going over the scatter. The enemy Road Champion. Look at this Queen. She's going to grab the multi. The Wizard Tower. The Ground Expo on the backside. Pops the Warden ability through the Rage. The Headhunters absolutely crushed the defending Road Champ. Rages up this Queen again. Got another freeze, and this is looking good for Try Hard. Wow.
Yeah, and that means that he's 8 out of 8 if there's 3 stars, which so far looks really good. We just don't want to jinx it. I mean...
Right? He's got the RC ability. He's got the Queen ability.
I mean, he's celebrating, okay? He's celebrating. So if he's now... He will jinx himself, okay? But at this point, it should be a 3-star. Nicely done. Try Hard. 8 out of 8. Machine.
Oh,
and that
my.
means 14 to 13, the final result in between of those 2 top teams.
That is incredible from Try Hard. 14 to 13. What a close war this was, even with that 1-star. Imagine if Sammy didn't get that. It could have been completely different. And Boom's attack could have made all the difference for Strut, as they would have both been, or it could have been, Strut would have been the 2-1 overall record. But They're not. They're undefeated here. They are 3-0, which now really puts the pressure on RVNT to try to have to win their final match against Chasmic Gaming. If Chasmic do indeed win a match to kind of, I guess, be on the line for them. I think Chasmic might play actually RVNT before that, before their final match. So that really could come down to it, as Strut is the winner of this match. Congratulations to them. They will be for sure advancing to the double elimination playoffs. We do have 2 more wars here today, which you do not want to miss, as the final score for Strut, 14 stars at 99% right there.
And just overall the performance so far of them in this group stage. Twice 15 stars and once 14 stars versus the best of the best teams. That is impressive. That is really, really impressive. To see that performance. Boom, unfortunately, got this one really high percentage, 95% in. But still, really, really strong performance from the team. Only 1 triple, like dropping only one attack, not being a 3-star.
Yeah.
And moving forward to the next stage. That's the important thing for them, which at the same time, though, is turning this group into being really, really intense, because it's now a crazy battle for the 2nd seed within that group.
Yeah, that is the crazy battle indeed. As I want to see what's going to happen down to the final match, what it's going to come down to between RVNT, Chasmic Gaming. I just don't think that Savage Esports is going to have a chance, because they're currently 0-2. As RVNT, if they lose, then that would put them 1-2. If Chasmic lose and then win, they'll be 1-2. Savage Esports win, I guess they'll be what? Who knows? Maybe they're going to have to hope some crazy things happen in order for them to have the chance. But remember, if it comes down to a tiebreaker, we have stars, we have percentage, that all plays a role. That's why every single attack is going to matter. But what we want to do is break down some attacks that we really liked. And the first one I think that we may just break down here is going to be Ast's attack that came in with the Yeti Bats. And look at this base here. You see the Town Hall is to the edge. And this one, he's just going to straight up use the Sneaky Goblins to help take this down. And he identifies there's 2 single target Infernos. I even think that if these were both multis, this attack still may have worked. That's how strong this attack is, where he would have just had to use his free spells. Maybe the Royal Champion helps to kind of come in and grab one of them, and then you could use a Bat Bomb on top of a Scatter Shot. That's how strong this is. But notice, all the Yetis, the Super Wizards, come on the opposite side. The Log Launcher, Warden, Rage, early Warden ability to path their way through all of this and help take that valley down. Yes, there is a Tornado Trap down here as well. It's just you push your way through, and this is where this attack is strong. Bases that have the Town Hall to the edge, to the outside, and then it's kind of that box style where you can just push your troops through one side of it, Warden ability, and get some incredible value. And then notice, this Royal Champion goes for something else that is Splash, which he's setting in for the Scatter Shot. You can send the Royal Champion into Wizard Towers to grab that, and then he has the Bats to come to the bottom side as the Ice Golem is distracting the Wizard Tower on the outside. And then at this point, he doesn't really need to worry about the free spells, because it's just point defenses. As you notice, even if those were multis, he could have used the free spells on those defenses, and this still would have been crushed. That's how strong this attack really is. Even if it's all multi-target Infernos, as long as you get the value of the Town Hall, you send the charge from the opposite side, it's absolutely insane how strong this is. So this was a brilliant base identification for Astro Strut, and used the attack perfectly in here. Brilliant job there. Man, Itsu, they are just showing the perfect attacks for these bases. And that's the one thing about Strut, is it's so hard to game plan against them, because they could just almost bring any attack strategy that they think may work. They're not just going to stick with what they like the best. They want to do something that will work on the base, and something that maybe you don't predict they'll bring.
Yeah, that's right. They're always trying to adapt to the bases and make sure that they're choosing their strategies accordingly. So it's not easy to build against them, for sure. That you're 100% right on that. But I feel like we should dive into the next replay because we had more matches than just this one match happening at the same time. So we want to take a look at some of the other matches. And in this one, we're going to jump into the match of Space Station. They had some great attacks over there. So we want to see how they did in this round of the tournament. So we have the match versus Renegados. And Picastro is coming in with some nice Lalo, but we're seeing more and more at the moment that Dragon Riders are getting mixed up, or like completely combined with Lalo attacks. And we're going to find out how they and why they're doing that. Well, we are seeing an incredible Skelly Donut. I mean, Skelly Donut is just so powerful. He's taking down from the beginning the Clan Castle, the Inferno Tower, and that X-Boy as well. I would have loved to see another like bad spell or something to take down the Multi-Inferno Tower, but I guess that would have been a bit too much. But really nice Donut to completely give his heroes more possibilities in entering the base. Royal Champion getting taken care of on the defensive side from the King. In addition to that, Scatter Shot, while the Queen then is working her way into the tunnel compartment. With that, you can already see there's a huge part of this base taken care of already, with only investing his heroes, 3 of the 4 heroes, and a couple of spells. Otherwise, he has still the entire army left to go. So now you might wonder, why the Dragon Rider? The Dragon Rider is again depending on the Warden position, and we have talked about that already a couple of times, that the Warden needs to be placed according to the placement of the defending heroes. Why is that the case? The reason being that you want to have the Headhunters going directly onto the defending air hero, which in our case is that defending Queen. So the King from the bottom side is protecting that Queen, so the Headhunters have to go first to the King and then to the Queen. That's why he's coming in from the top right side with this Malala, with this Warden. And then Loons on their own without the bonus HP of the Warden are really struggling into a lot of defenses. And that's why you're bringing those Dragon Riders instead, to make sure those Dragon Riders can take down the defenses easier without the Warden Aura HP boost, because they're just going to survive more than just those couple of Loons. So really nice attack from Picastro, showing off how strong Space Station as well is in the current meta, and they know what they're doing. And that was a beautiful attack.
Yeah, it was a beautiful attack from Space Station as well. So let's take a look at the schedule of the wars to come, because we've already had the first one. We do have 2 more here today. So the top row is all done. The second row is our next war, which is going to be Tribe Gaming versus GS. And then the last war is going to be Bazinger versus ITP Team. But if we look at the group 2, this is where things get interesting. Chasmac Gaming is taking on Savage Esports. If Chasmac win that match, and then they defeat RVNT, Chasmac advances. But if they lose that match, then Savage Esports may have a chance, if Chasmac then defeats RVNT, to make a comeback if they have the stars. Who knows what's going to happen? So that match, there's a lot on the line. Keep your eye out on Group 2. But the next one coming up is Tribe versus GS. But let's also bring up the leaderboard, where all the teams stand, as we are talking about the schedule of the next 2 teams, as there's some amazing matches. And if you don't see the match that we're covering here right now, there's a bunch of other community streamers. Definitely go check them out, as every single one of these wars hopefully should be covered, where you will be able to take a look at them if you want to go see. But incredible stuff. But Group 2 is going to get really interesting for sure. Here are the overall standings here at 2.
That's right, and we can see that we have in Group 1, 2, and 3 already teams which are 2 and 0.
Well, this might be before that the match today.
Yeah, like
because Stretch could be 3 and 0.
That's right. I was just trying to like see where the third matches are, but yeah, we don't have any third matches in so far on this graphic. So Strat would have been 3 and 0 on this one. Do you know who won Empire versus, I think it was Olifants, right? Do you know who won that one? That would have been really interesting.
Empire was definitely leading. I remember when the last time I took a look. So I don't know the final result of that, but Empire was leading kind of halfway through. Maybe they they won, maybe they didn't. Maybe they Olvids came and made a comeback. I do not know. Maybe we'll take a look at the group stage after this interview that we have with the players, as we sat down with them and we asked them, what is the best attack strategy in your opinion?
Hola a todos, soy José, jugador de Bad Singers, y ahora les responderé unas preguntas de las que sacó. En mi opinión es el halo porque lo puedes usar tanto para las caminatas como los SUI y cuentas con muchísimas variaciones para poder usarlos en diferentes bases.
In my opinion, Queen Charge Ralun is the best strategy.
La mejor estrategia de ataque ahorita que el Alun, pero sería usar diversos tipos de ejércitos para cada base. Por ejemplo, hay bases que se prestan para un Queen Wall mixto, un Queen Wall Alun, un Sui Alun.
クイヒーラバルだと思います。対策しようにも上手い人のクイヒーラバルは対策しようがないことがほとんどなので一番強いなと思っています。
Eu acho que a estratégia mais forte desse meta, sem dúvida, é o Kunhok Lalum. Tem muita gente utilizando, tem muitas variações diferentes que dá para ser efetuado com a variação de Kunhok e também a variação de Lalum, né, padrão. E qualquer ataque que seja finalizado com lavas e balões também forte nesse meta, e a gente sem dúvida vai explorar bastante essa variação.
That was some great insight from the players, really all agreeing about the Queen Charge Lalun. Just Lalo is super strong, and especially saying how if they are really good with Queen Charge Lalo, you can't plan against them. You could try to maybe bait something, right? Try to trap some healers, and try to take them down, which Strut does a really good job at. But it's really seeing that Queen Charge Lalo is super strong and one of the, if not the strongest attack in the game. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, just like in general, Lalo is so powerful. I mean, yes, Queen Charge Lalo is one of them, but I feel like as well, like those hero dive Lalo attacks, which you have seen already multiple times now, they just feel like unstoppable if those pros can really execute them. I feel like it's all about how good the opening can be baited for those pros to make sure that they're picking that strategy as like the best strategy. At the same time, though, we have to say that this is like really tournament concentrated. So I feel like a lot of people are always asking, what is the best strategy? Like, what strategy should I play? And the only advice which I can give, while we can see the qualifier stats of our next match of the next two teams, the only advice I can give is play this strategy which you have the most fun with, because I feel like any strategy in the moment can work if you can play it well. And that's what we have seen over the tournament weekend so far, like different strategies working on different bases, working overall differently in this tournament. It's just like that for the pros, the Queen Charge Lalo is just so strong. But if you want to play, I don't know, something different, feel free to do so, because I feel like anything can work if you actually put time into it.
Yeah, if you really put time into it, you can have the base identification. And when you're on your team of 5, you can say, hey, this is the right base for it. I'll take it on. And let's see if Ren from GS can do that with the Sui Lalo, not the Queen Charge Lalo. Doesn't have healers here. So let's see the kind of value he wants to get. We got some skeletons. We got a heal. We have 3 lava hounds. Usually when I see a heal, maybe you incorporate some dragon riders, which I like to do when I can have the dragon rider and let's say a stone slayer move in to take out an eagle artillery. I definitely have copied many pro players, including I've seen Hawk that came in from like Tompanai that would do that attack strategy, and it's worked. I've done it in CWL, and I was like, whoa. Definitely surprised me how strong it is. But let's see if Brandon can take down Riqueras' base here with a wall wrecker to try to make its way into the multi to help take that down.
Yeah, I feel like the heal for this one is for sure to make sure the push through the town hall is a bit easier, a bit better to keep those loons alive, especially if there's a tornado trap behind the town. Otherwise, this is always not going too well for those loons. if they are getting capped inside that Town Hall poison. Queen ability now to take down the Headhunter, but he already got so much value with the Town Hall.
Oh, wow.
He is now the next big target. Inferno Tower going down, and that means the Lalo is about to get unleashed, and we're going to see the heal spell right behind the Town Hall, especially if there's the Tornado Trap.
That one Rocket Loon that came out with the Yeti pulled a couple traps, like red air bombs and a Seeking Air Mine. So that was some nice value there. As he pops the Warden Belly, there's the Tornado Trap. The balloons are going right through this Town Hall, pathing their way over. Drops a heal, like you said, right after the Town Hall so they can get healed up, because we do have a multi and a Queen on the other side of the Tesla farm to try to fight through.
And the most crazy thing about this, I feel like at this point, is that how is he doing this all of this on his phone? I mean, I would have just lost control already years ago. I mean, I don't know. At the moment, it feels like the loons are pathing completely around those key defenses. And with that, the loons are not really following the plan and not really going for that multi-inferno tower. And his heroes are down by now, every single one of them. And that looks like a defense for Tribe at the moment.
Oh, he used the freeze on the air defense Archer Tower. Didn't want to save it for that multi-target Inferno, as this is going to be a problem. The defending Queen is still up. There'll probably be a trap or two in this area. And these balloons, I don't think they're definitely going to make it, including a Grand Warden altar on the other side. Wow.
Yeah, that Queen is going to pick them off for sure, especially with the remaining traps over there. The plan looked good. I feel like the Warden ability overall was just way too early. I feel like a freeze onto the Town Hall and then a way more delayed Warden ability could have helped him quite a bit, because I feel like with this Warden ability, he lost the majority of the loons, which would have split up to the core, because that loon came in a little bit later towards the Town Hall. So I feel it kind of broke down. Like, the hero part was amazing, but it broke down in my opinion, I think, around their channel with how he used those spells. And that's already the thing, right? Lalo is strong, but at the same time, it's really sometimes just like unforgiving with how not that many HP those loons have. And that's always the tricky thing with like other troops like the Electro Dragons. It feels like if you freeze like 1 second too late and the scatter is actually going to hit your Electro Dragons, that's not that much of hit points which are then missing, it feels, regarding how many hit points the overall have. For loons, half of the hit points are just gone, and that can already completely change the entire attack.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes a huge difference on the tiles you drop your troops, on the apps, and the exact timing you drop your spells, especially for a Lalo attack. Now, Exorcist, he is coming in with a Queen Charge Lalo. In this variation, using that Blimp Yeti to help grab the Eagle. But the nice thing about this is he also lures out this Clan Castle nice and early, so he can deal with on the outside as he drops the Poison spell for the Archers. The Supermans are a little bit deeper, so it's going to be a little annoying here, but they will step into the Poison, and the Queen will be able to help clear them with ease.
Yeah, Queen charging in there nicely, as you said, with those Supermen having no chance. And now he's trying to force that Queen even into the second multi-inferno tower. And
okay.
Yeah, I mean, the King pathing looks great. The King always tries to fake you, like trying to like show you that he's walking in a certain direction, then he's going to come back and like, no, you thought wrong. Like that wasn't my intention. But yeah, he keeps charging in there. With the jump, he's going to get some nice access behind the town. And this attack so far looks incredible. Yeah, that jump should connect. I think he really only tried to open up this Inferno Tower compartment. That's why he deployed the jump like that. And I think he should open that to make sure the Queen is getting the value he needs.
And this is looking fantastic with the value so far. The Queen will be able to help grab the Town Hall. There is the Tornado Trap that's spinning. But he's got to freeze the single. No, he decides to go with the Invis for his Queen, as now the Lalo is coming over with an Ice Hound that's flying over the top. The Town Hall will be going down. Warden's ability goes off. Royal Champion's coming through still with a Rage, a Freeze. And this is looking crushed here with what he still has left.
Wow. Just wow. The Queen ability is in.
Oh.
He has no spells left anymore regarding the Queen, because
Warden ability was used early
at the bottom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, with taking care of the scatter compartment at the bottom side, I mean, there's nothing left which can actually threaten his queen, except that Barbarian King, and that Barbarian King is now on the Royal Champ, but there is no base left. That means Exorcist getting the 3-star in with an incredible queen charge and really giving Tribe the early lead in this one.
Brilliant attack from Exorcist, showing just how perfectly you could set a funnel. And if that king went to the right side and didn't go exactly where he wanted, the queen would not have walked into that multi-target Inferno, and it would not have gotten the value that he wanted. He would have had to completely adapt on the fly and change it up. But brilliant job. Is a little risky getting that king down, and I don't know if he dropped any barbarians, because if you don't test for, let's say, Tesla or things, that can mess your king pathing up and cause him to go the wrong way. So sometimes it could be safe to drop a little barbarian to try to test for a Tesla farm, skeletons, who knows? Because that's the one thing where you can kind of count on to drop some balloons, take it out to force the king to go a certain way. But Exorcist does a brilliant job right there, shows just how important it is to get the funnel set, and the queen does the rest.
Yeah, the queen does the rest. That's like the important thing with those queen charges. If you can get the value, if you can keep your queen alive, and if you can get your queen into the right direction, like there's a lot of different things which have to go your way to make this strategy so powerful, so successful overall. But in the right hands, it is incredible, as we have heard from the pros before this match in the interview. Queen Judge Lalo getting picked by far the most out of all of those pros and nominated as this #1 strategy right now within the game. And now it's back to GS. I mean, they have to now get those 3-stars in to make sure that, well, they're not falling behind too bad. I mean, we have seen this now a couple of times where teams are having a pretty big deficit after the first couple of attacks already into the match with stars. And now we have Lippy in, and that's going to be another Lalo, but this time around, another heal, but a Golem into the mix as well to make this hero dive even stronger. And he needs to get a lot of value with that lock launcher. The other thing which I don't know, I just somehow now noticed is that Tribe switched away from the box spaces. We have seen them use box spaces yesterday, and instead running now those anti-3-star bases, which so far have worked so wonderful for the Strut guys.
Yeah, well, keeping their opponents on their toes, as Tribe is trying to just lock it up and go 3-0 in this group stage. Let's see what this queen can get through this eagle, as we have the king. The queen might walk to the right side a little bit, but she could come back after the platform goes down. The wall wrecker is going to try to go into the multi-target Inferno, as we do have a second additional multi and then the single near the town hall, which typically is where the tornado trap tends to be, just between the town hall and like an Inferno tower behind it.
Yeah, and this time he really needs to make sure that those that the warden ability is on point, especially combined then with the heal spell. That's what they have done so far to protect those loons. Now the Lalo is starting, so let's see him. He's using as well the phone. That's to me so crazy, so impressive.
We have one headhunter going to the warden. Okay, there it is.
Poison, nice poison. And now we see the early freeze. The freeze instead, no early warden ability this time around though. Now the rage warden ability now. Perfect delay.
Okay.
And he does not even need the heal just yet because there's no tornado trap.
I don't know about that freeze. That freeze I don't think was necessary because the warden ability was still active. So it was kind of like that freeze was swagged. I like that warden ability, one through the town hall obviously, but also it protected that lava hound, right? That lava hound was protected.